Good morning, y'all. This is Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I'm doing really well, except it is like 6:30 in the morning. But I had to get up and get going, so today we're going to talk about dragonflies. You're like, what? A dragonfly? Well, dragonflies are one of my spirit animals. Let me tell you a story. It's a true story. A few months ago, I listened to Utu, who is a witch doctor, and he was on Hex Education, talking about familiars and spirit animals. And so I listened to him, and one of the things, and I've never really killed spiders or anything except dangerous ones in my house. But in fact, one time we had a fire in my house, and I had this big wolf spider that was living in my laundry room, and it died from the smoke inhalation. I cried. So, because it was so sad, because I had let him live for so long. So, I've never killed anything that couldn't hurt me, but that didn't mean that I was going out of my way to save them either. And so, I went, after listening to his talk on Hex Education, and it's kind of interactive talk, so I'm like, talk? So anyway, after he did that, I went to get in the shower one day, and there was a spider in the bottom of the bathtub. And normally I would just say, well, I got to take a shower. And if he dies, he dies. If he lives, he lives. I said, no. So I got out my bath brush, and I got him on the bath brush and then put him up on the windowsill. So he was safe. And then I told him to, kill all the nice little bugs and flies for me. And, live happily ever after. So I took my shower and all that, blow dried my hair. And as I'm putting on my makeup, a dragonfly lands on my mirror. Now, mind you, there's no windows open. This room is in the middle of the house. So that dragonfly had to fly in from the back door, because it was summer, had to fly in from the back door and land on my mirror. I mean, that took some work from that dragonfly. And I took that as a sign that the universe was giving me a dragonfly. Of course, I did a little spell to have it be one of my familiars. And then I got him on something else and took him outside and let him go free. So now that I've told you my dragonfly story, dragonflies are symbols of adaptability, joy and lightness, emotional depth, and the invitation to go deeper. And since we were talking about shadow work, I think that in some ways that this having this animal become a familiar with me is indicative of that. Not only that, though, sometimes we're given spirit animals or familiars for a season. So I don't know that I'm going to always have the dragonfly as one of my familiars. But I do think that for right now, I do have one. So, dragonflies have a sweet nature. And one of the stories I've always heard about dragonflies, butterflies, and hummingbirds, is that they can go back between the heavens and the earth, back and forth between the heavens and the earth. I read that somewhere. I've never heard that since then, so I don't know how true it is. Dragonflies can be symbols of happiness, new beginnings, and change. And the dragonfly itself means hope, change, and love. And I think in this season that we're coming into, that, the age of Aquarius, the fifth dimension, as things are changing so radically, that the dragonfly can give us that symbol of hope. They also symbolize emotions, which once again goes back to working in the shadow work, doing shadow work. But dragonflies change color as they age. Not better or worse, just change. And so that might be like us. We change as we age too, hopefully for the better. It also symbolizes our authentic self, because they show their true colors, and so should we. Now, I got out my little box. In this box, I keep my my cards for spirit guides. This is the medicine cards, the discovery of power through the ways of animals. So I thought I would get out my pretty little box and find the dragonfly and read to you about it. Because I don't have this memorized, I promise. Dragonfly is on page 145. And now I'm going to see if I can find the card. So, hopefully I can find the card for us. Oh, and by the way, I want to get a dragonfly tattoo. I have ever since that happened with the dragonfly. Because I want the dragonfly energy. So far, no card. Hang tight, y'all. I probably should have done this earlier, but, well, it is 6:30. And, of course, I went from the wrong direction. You know how that goes. Okay. This is what the dragonfly looks like. And that's really pretty. And it says, dragonfly medicine is of the dream time and the illusionary facade we accept as physical reality. The iridescence of dragonfly's wings remind us of colors not found in our everyday experience. Dragonfly's shifting of color, energy, form, and movement explodes into the mind of the observer, bringing vague memories of a time or place where magic reigned. Some legends say that the dragonfly was once a dragon. That dragon had scales like dragonfly wings. Dragons was full of wisdom and flew through the night, bringing light with its fiery breath. The breath of dragon brought forth the art of magic and the illusion of changing form. Then dragon got caught in its own facade. Coyote tricked dragon into changing form, and the shape of its new body became like dragonflies. In accepting the challenge to prove its power and magical prowess, dragon lost its power. Dragonfly is the essence of the winds of change, the messages of wisdom and enlightenment, and the communication from the elemental world. The elemental world is made up of the tiny spirits of plants and of the elements of air, earth, fire, and water. In essence, this world is full of nature spirits. If dragonfly has flown into your cards today, or on your mirror, you may have forgotten to water your plants. On another level, you may need to give thanks to the foods you eat for sustaining your body. On the psychological level, it may be time to break down the illusions you have held that restrict your actions or ideas. Dragonfly medicine always beckons you to seek out the parts of your habits which you need to change. Have you put on too much weight? Yes, that's COVID-19 is getting to me. Or have you started to look like a scarecrow? Have you tended to the changes you have wanted to make in your life? If you feel the need for change, call on Dragonfly to guide you through the mist of illusion to the pathway of transformation. Isn't it beautiful? It also has this little poem. Dragonfly breaks illusions, brings visions of power. No need to prove it. Now is the hour. Know it, believe it. Great pure spirit intercedes, feeding you, blessing you, filling all your needs. Another thing, another little part of that story, just in case y'all want to know, I had ordered some pictures for my wall, and I had them framed. And then I forgot about them, and they're little prayers like to animals. And this one says, dragonfly, ancient, sleeping spirit, fleeting spirit, master of light and precision. Dragonfly, I call on you. Teach me to dance in the disappearing midst of dawn. Show me the beauty of each day by marrying thought and emotion. Help me see through the illusions that bind me and understand those that live in my soul. Help me remember that light penetrates as well as paints, that colors deepen as time flows past, that controlled flight is indeed possible. Please weave the light of transformation and adaptation into my life. Dragonfly, I call upon you. Oh, and just a little dragonfly fact. Like hummingbirds, their wings flap like 200 something beats an hour or whatever. Dragonflies only move about 30. So they actually kind of defy flight, and which is kind of cool, that they are magic. And in this season that we're going into, winter solstice, Kwanzaa, Christmas, Hanukkah, which are all about light and sparkling, this is a time we need more magic. So during this time, why don't y'all weave some dragonflies into your magic? Namaste, y'all. If you want to do a private reading, and that would include a reading with these medicine cards, send me a text, 405-512-9400, and go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you never miss another video or another tale about dragonflies again. Bye.